y'all, welcome to Fresh Picked Farmhouse. This is the inspiration photo that I found on Pinterest for this DIY project. I'm also going to use the same paint technique that I used in my previous Pinterest inspired DIY. I'll put a link to that video below. For this DIY, you want to start with a scrap piece of wood. You could use pallet wood, craft wood. We just had this in our wood pile. I think this is like a 1x4 that we had. So my husband is going to cut this to the length of 7 inches. Then he's going to use a drill bit and drill holes in the bottom of the container. So the holes just depend on where you want your little garden tools to hang. We found the center and marked the center and then measured 3 inches out for the holes on each side. And of course this container is from the Dollar Tree. And again, I will link in the description box below how I painted this for the farmhouse look. Now I just put the piece of wood in the bottom of the container and used a pen to mark the wood where we need to drill the little holes in the wood. And you can see we also cut corners off of the wood as well so that it would fit in the container. And again, he's just using a small drill bit just to drill like a little pilot hole into the wood. We got a little close to the edge there, but it worked out just fine. So then I measured where I wanted him to put holes. This is going to be used to put a piece of wire on the back so that I can hang this later. So I just lined it up with the edge of the word, so where it starts with the flowers and garden. And so he just made those little holes on each side. So I just put the wood back in place and lined up the holes that we had made. And I'm using these little cup hooks and I'm just screwing that into the bottom. And so the wood in the bottom of this container is what is going to make this secure so that those hooks just don't fall out. So they need something on the inside of the container to screw into. So my garden tools, the little hole was just a little bit, the hole wasn't where I needed it to be to hang on those hooks. So I just took a piece of twine and made a little loop and pushed that through the garden tool so that I could hang it off of those little hooks. And this is the finished product and I love it. I had some greenery that I just put in my little container. Of course, if you didn't want to hang garden tools, you could use this to hang keys. You could even hang little photo frames off of it. So there's a lot of different options that you could do with this DIY. And I just think this turned out so beautiful. And y'all will have to let me know what y'all think. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more DIYs. Thanks, y'all.